6:03 the time on a Friday morning, May 23rd. 54 degrees, breezy, a mix of clouds and sun, highs around 70 today. Good morning, I'm Michelle Basch.
And I'm John Aaron. The top story we're following, D.C.'s top prosecutor is vowing to fight anti-Semitism in the district after 2 Israeli embassy workers were gunned down this week. WTOP's Gigi Barnett reports the move could lead to more charges for the suspected gunman, 34-year-old Elias Rodriguez.
FBI agents say they have surveillance video of Rodriguez shooting and killing Yaron Lashinsky and Sarah Milgram Wednesday evening. He's facing first-degree murder charges, but that may not be all. At a press conference, interim D.C. U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro says hate crimes and terrorism charges may be on the way.
It is the kind of case that we will vigorously pursue. Anti-Semitism will not be tolerated.
The Jewish community on edge as the FBI is looking into whether Rodriguez acted alone or had help, and D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser echoing a promise for justice.
We stand committed to justice for this young couple.
Gigi Barnett, WTOP News.
The Georgetown scholar arrested by the Trump administration and accused of spreading Hamas propaganda is speaking out. Badar Khansuri tells the Associated Press while he was on a plane to be jailed in another state, guards refused to unshackle his wrists so he could use the bathroom. He also says the guards were, in his words, behaving as if we were animals. The 41-year-old Khansuri was released on bond last week, and his lawsuit against the deportation case continues. Khansuri is from India. He was in the country legally when he was arrested in March outside his Arlington apartment. His visa was revoked, and he was flown to Louisiana and later to Texas. Khansuri says he does not support Hamas, only Palestinians, who he says are going through an unprecedented live-streamed genocide.
Maryland Congressman Glenn Ivey leaves this evening for El Salvador, the next step toward trying to secure the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. WTOP's John Doman spoke with Ivey about the trip.
Congressman Glenn Ivey leaves for El Salvador this evening. He's hoping to visit with Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
We need to keep our eye on the ultimate goal, which is to make sure the Trump administration complies with these court orders to have Kilmar brought back and have other deportees brought back who did not get their due process.
Ivey says he'll be meeting with American and Salvadoran officials as well as others, including Salvadoran activists and religious leaders. Now, there's no certainty that he'll get to see Abrego Garcia, but Ivey says it's necessary to keep the case highlighted and the pressure on.
They don't have the right under the law. They're not above the law. They don't have the right to just ignore these court orders like they have been doing.
John Doman, WTOP News.
It's a nearly $4 billion project to transform the old RFK Stadium site into a new home for the Washington Commanders. WTOP's Scott Gelman reports D.C.'s mayor sold her vision for the site during an hours-long town hall meeting last night.
Having an anchor that is an NFL franchise is the fastest and surest route for us to develop this campus.
Here in Southeast, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is describing what she sees as the possible benefits of a new stadium at the old RFK site.
It is the right amount and the right partner and the right private investment in the city.
It's a vision that has some longtime fans excited.
I absolutely support using public funds.
I want to parade down Pennsylvania Avenue with my Super Bowl gear on.
The project could have the team playing in a new facility by 2030. But some residents are worrying about the consequences.
We need to look at traffic and how it's going to impact the neighbors.
At St. Coletta of Greater Washington, Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
The D.C. Council still has to approve the funding for the deal.
Coming up, how Apple's trying to boost its sales in the world's second largest economy. Traffic and weather in 30 seconds.